Hey there, guys. Good morning. Real quick, this is going to be a quick live before I start my next appointment. But just my last appointment here just ran through, some issues that a client was having, and it just sparked interest here on a live that I should do because there's a lot of misinformation going on out here, and you guys need to be informed correctly so you can get some amazing transformational results. So before I kick this off real fast, if you are on here live, say hello. If you are watching this, all right, on a rerun later in the day, all right, just give me a thumbs up, all right? Give me a thumbs up in the comments. Let me know that you're watching this on the rerun. I am going to be getting live again, a little bit more active on our live, and I want to see when I can better serve you guys and catching you at the peak times, all right? So real quick, the worst times that you can possibly weigh yourself, all right? Still, to this day, a lot of people are still gauging their progress of what the scale says, all right? For those of you that have these scales, and especially the scales that do not track your body fat, your BMI, the scales that don't track your skeletal muscle, all right, you are doing yourself a huge disservice, okay? Because what you're doing is you're basing all your work, all your progress, the amazing energy that you have felt, all right, throughout the past week, 90 days, 60 days, the new energy that you have felt, you are defeating all that by a number on the scale, okay? That scale cannot measure all the positives that are going on and all the big changes. Good morning, cuz. Good morning, Lamar. Thank you for joining on. So that scale number, again, it's an old way of tracking progress, all right? And I know how important sometimes that number feels when you see some changes on there. I know what it does for you mentally, okay? But that's not the only gauge of your progress. The worst times to do this, okay, is for women, all right? A majority of this is going to be towards women out there, all right? 90% of my clientele is all women, okay? So I hear it all. The majority of the worst time to do this tracking of the getting on the scale is going to be your time of the month, all right? Time of the month is coming up, 7 days out, all right? 3 to 7 days out, you're going to see that your weight is going to be up, okay? And the reason of that is because you're retaining water, okay? Your BMI is up, okay? If you have a scale that does not track this, you're only seeing your weight going up, okay? You've been working out for 4 weeks, you've been killing it, feeling great, and then for some reason, it's that time of the month, and mentally, you just go to a whole different place. The hormones are all over the place, and you jump on the scale. You decide to jump on the scale. Okay, that's the worst time to do it, okay? Another time is when you are getting off of a flight. If you just came back from vacation, let's say you just came back on Sunday, your weight is going to be up for the next 3 to 4 days. Your weight is going to be higher, okay? If you want to try it out, you can test it, all right? I do it all the time, all right? You can test it. If you get off a flight, check your weight as soon as you get off and see where your weight is at, all right? Measure that weight again, assess that weight 3 to 4 days later. Your weight's going to be right down to where you were before you left, or maybe even a little less, all right? I kind of know what I'm doing, okay? So you don't want to get on the scale when it's the time of the month. You don't want to get on the scale when you're getting back from a flight. Again, it's water retention. So even bodybuilders and people that compete, that's why they leave a couple days ahead of time if they got to fly, just messing with the water in their body, all right? It's a game. Okay, it's all a game on how to manipulate the body and everything that you're intaking. Okay, another bad time to do it is in the morning. I guess we can say in the morning or at the end of the day. These are all theories. It doesn't matter when you're going to, as long as you stay consistent. It's like your scale being 3 pounds heavier. Even if your scale is 3 pounds heavier than any other scale on earth, if you stay with that same consistent scale and you see that number is dropping, you are still losing weight, okay? So it doesn't matter if the scale's off or not. Some people will say, oh, I should have weighed myself. Even some of my clients that work out in the morning and then some days they're working out in the evenings. I always assess you the last day of the week, all right? The last training session of your week is when I assess you, okay? And that may be an evening time when normally you go in the mornings, okay? It doesn't matter. Well, I've eaten all day, I've drank, and it doesn't matter. We stay consistent, you're still doing it. If you're doing it in the morning, we know how to play the game. You're going to be naked. You have not had anything in. You're fresh. You jump on the scale, you're going to be lighter. All right? It makes you feel good. How accurate is it? No one really knows. Okay? What you need to really be tracking is your body fat percentage and your BMI. Okay, your body fat percentage, your BMI is at a certain range, and your skeletal muscle is crucial. Okay, because I can care less how much weight you lose. You lose 20 pounds, and 8 pounds of that is pure muscle. You are doing yourself a huge disservice, because as soon as you stop doing whatever you're doing, that weight is coming back tenfold. You're going to be even worse off than what you were before you started. Okay, so a lot of you really need to just really kind of dig in and really educate yourself on what are you tracking as your progress. Okay, you got to make sure your energy, your confidence, and how are you fitting in your clothes? How is your productivity? Okay, these are huge factors. And how much body fat are you losing? All right. Again, do not dive in on what that number on that scale says. And I know it's hard because of years and years of pounding. We got to get on the scale. We got to do this. These things are wrong. Your scale should be able to track all facets of your fitness, okay? Also, too, do not weigh yourself every single day. That's not going to work. Mike, do you recommend a certain scale that accurately? Yes, I mean, I have one here that you can order. It just depends on your budget. This is one here. It gives you everything, all right? Visceral fat, skeletal muscle, your body age, the whole thing like that. Also, too, Fitbit. I know a lot of people are Fitbit people, and they have the Fitbit. There's a Fitbit scale. I want to say it's Aria. All right, I think it's Aria. Don't quote me on that, but I'll put that in the post. I'll find that here and I'll put it in my comments. I think it's the Aria scale. It actually connects and links up to your Fitbit depending on the model that you have, and you can track the accuracy of your body fat, your skeletal muscle, those things like that. And it goes right to your watch. All right. Other than that, just find a scale that's out there and that's going to fit your budget. Again, you can do some research on it. A lot of scales with the body fat percentage, they have a 3% variance. Your body fat can actually be 3% higher, or it could be 3% lower. But again, just keep that in mind, all right? But also, too, let's just make sure that you're not weighing yourself every single day. You're not going to see the gains, and this is going to cause you some major anxiety and high stress, because you're going to see these numbers just up one day, down one day. All right, the majority of that scale number is all depending on your water intake, okay, on how stressed you are, okay, your cortisol levels. What are you holding on to? What is your body holding on to? That's going to affect your scale number, okay, which is caused by your BMI inflection, and boom. The most consistent numbers that you're going to have to track your progress is going to be your body fat percentage, your skeletal muscle, and the way that those pants are fitting around your waist. All right, guys. So again, share the video, get it out to some people, get it moving, whatever. Comment, leave me a question, and I will answer it on my next live. All right. If you're again watching this on a repost later in the day, go into the comments and put up a thumbs up emoji, and I'll see you guys soon. Have a good Tuesday.